Hi, how you doing? I'm sorry, I'm a minute too late. I just got back from a meeting, so happy New Year. Welcome to the New Year's edition of the Stewy Report. I was originally gonna do a 12 a.m., 12 or 1 a.m. edition, but the goal was to get to 75 to 100 subscribers. I'm only at 64. I did add a new one today. Okay, I didn't notice that. So, okay, I'm up to 64 subscribers, but it wasn't enough to meet the goal. But I did say also, if I don't do one in the morning, I will do one in the afternoon. So, that evening. So, hello. If you're new to the channel, again, hello. Just quickly introduce myself as normal. My name is soon to be ReverendRasheemStewart. I'm 39. God, I'm getting old. Live in Orlando, Florida for now. I'm enjoying the 65-degree weather down here. So, a few people up north, I feel bad for you. So, but God willing, by this time next year, I'll be up north with y'all, kind of freezing my butt off. And so, it is what it is. So, this episode is going to be shorter than normal because I try to keep the holiday editions a little bit shorter than normal. If you just came out, say hello. Thank you for the like. Let me know who you are so I can shout you out during this, during this episode. Just to give you guys a quick update, if you haven't seen the video, the update is, and this is as of this morning, that one of the first things I did say my 2019 goals and what I want to do for the channel. I was supposed to go to North Carolina for a trip towards the end of February. Hey, Happy New Year. NDJ Racing. Glad you came on tonight. Glad you guys here. 2 people, 2 likes. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribe to the channel. I was just saying that North Carolina trip had to be temporarily postponed due to the fact I haven't got much work the last couple weeks. Finance has been a little rough because, I don't know if you guys know, I do day labor work. Temp, kind of like grip dogs. I used to be averaging 5 days a week of between 40 to 42 hours a week. We need some merch. What do you mean merch? Like merchandise? I am thinking about that, but I have a logo in mind, but I don't have the money to do that either right now. That's one thing I want to come on this special edition today to ask you guys. In the description, I have a Patreon account. That's going to go for all YouTube stuff, okay? And I didn't put a post on that yet, but all that Patreon money is going to go for YouTube stuff, pretty much, get a computer, a laptop, so I can do more stuff on a laptop. Buy, a PlayStation 4 to do gaming content. That's one of my goals this year. To get the software for NL 2003 so I can start doing those contents. I did see a Sega Genesis today in a dollar store for $40 with a couple games in it. Yeah, I'm getting old. When Sega Genesis, some of y'all don't remember Sega Genesis. 4 heads. I could do a big, a fat head and see if I could sell that. I could make my own fat head. So that's a possibility. Shirt slogan. I'm going to look into that. I know there's a local company that does stuff like that, but I have to see how much it is. I also have a GoFundMe account that links in the description. And that's for ministry, ministry/business trips I'm supposed to be doing this year. It was originally at $500, but we raised up to $7,500 based on one other place they wanted me to do some ministry work at later on this year. But it's gonna take a little money. That's what's gonna be the most expensive out of the 3. The 2 I can work off on my own was the 2. But the 2 other ones are going to Charlotte. There's one they want me to go to Dallas area or Chicago. And yes, this year I am trying, and I use the word trying in quotation marks. I will try to do a NASCAR race live that's not in the state of Florida. I just don't know which one yet. I have to see which one I could do logistically based on some of the couple legal obligations I still have to deal with down here and get it all done and try to do it all in one weekend. So I will keep you posted on that. But anybody coming in the New York area, like the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, 2020, I'm not even nowhere near that yet. If you met this year, okay, you didn't see the video. I did put it up on the video, but my goals this year is to put out more content, not just the weekly Stewy report. That's still gonna stay. I'm going to do more content. I want to do some reaction videos to different sporting events, like reaction, like the first one. God willing, if I can get the streaming back, I'm not going to say I'm going to stream the game, but I'll probably maybe stream show the highlight package of the national title game with Alabama and Clemson. Like, I will do Stewy reactions. I'm just going to do the major sporting events right now. And that's the first one. I think it's just coming Monday's national title game. So I'm hoping, like I said, by then my live streaming thing could be fixed. I'm supposed to get it fixed this weekend. So if I get it fixed in time for Monday, you haven't made a video in 2 weeks. I think you should make a video when you're ready to. I don't think you should really rush it unless people really demand videos. I mean, I want to do more content this year. I'm going to try to do more videos, not just the Stewy reports. I love doing those. And just to let you know, the Stewy reports is going to be mostly about racing stuff. I'm going to have this site. I'm only going to really be like racy, heavily on that. But there'll be another, like when I do reaction video, I'll do, like I said, the major sporting events, like national title game, the Pro Bowl, the Super Bowl, the Daytona 500, NCAA tournament, stuff like that. The Masters, like big sporting event. I'll do like a reaction video, like the day of the final round of the Masters, or the night of the 500, the night of the 600 and Indy 500 and Monaco Grand Prix, because that's 3-1. Like something, I may do it the next morning on Memorial Day. Like something like that. I will do stuff like that. I'm also trying to work on a podcast this year. I have a lot of goals in mind, but for 2020, I want to move to another state. That is the big goal for 2020, is move to another state, probably up north. Most likely be New York, because I'm from New York, but that is subject to change based on money and other factors and trying to get my credit score fixed. So hopefully I get my license back too. That will help. If I can get that and maybe get a CDL, that might help as far as getting jobs. So yeah, I would like to do that, I would like to do that, but I want to try to wait till I get a laptop. That is something I want to do. But I kind of like the Ryan Holman idea, like doing interviews. But I want to do with my favorite YouTubers, like people I follow the most on YouTube. I want to start doing interviews with them. The first one, I'm going to talk to Grip Dog, because he said he wants to do more collaborations. So as soon as I get my laptop, and I got to figure out a way I could do the recording of the interview and have it posted both on his page and on my page. Maybe not the same time, but maybe within the same day, we could post both of it so we can get his fans to watch it and my fans to watch it. Like we'll go back and forth. Like I'll ask 50% of the questions, and he can ask me questions. That's the way I'll do the interviews with the YouTubers. Like, okay, you might have some questions about me, about my personal life and sports interests. Okay, fine, but I have some general questions for you guys. We'll make like a back and forth, like conversation, and call it Stewy conversations. Like they used to have on Sports Center, having the Sunday conversation. I'm just gonna call it Stewy conversations. I want to try to do the first one by March. That's my goal. I want to get a laptop by March. So I'm gonna try to price check one at Walmart. Maybe do the layaway plan, put 10% down, and just pay payments on it for a couple months, and then hope I'll have it by beginning of March. So, but also I got to say, biggest YouTuber, Carnation. Yeah, I want to have him on as an interview. I want to interview you too this year if you want. I will put you as part of the conversation. I want to do Black Flag Matters, IDK player. Who else does the podcast? The Iceberg, yeah. Danny B. Tart, Eric Estap. People like that. I like to do those type of conversations with them too, like Ryan Holman. I like to do one with him. I like to do one with David Land, especially some of the stuff he's talking about. Because I don't watch NASCAR. I'm a big racing fan. I want to start watching more racing again next year, like Supercross racing, drag racing, AMA superbike, MotoGP, you know. Yeah, I'll still watch other sports too, but I want to get back to really watching a lot of different types of racing, you know, even horse racing. I don't mind talking about the Kentucky Derby after it's over. That's another major sporting event, you know, stuff like that. You know, this year we have the Women's World Cup. You know, next year we'll be starting preparing for the 2020 Summer Olympics. Next year's Super Bowl is going to be in Miami. So it's going to be some big stuff coming out in Florida. There's talks they're going to try to have the Super Bowl here by 2025 here in Orlando, depending on where the Pro Bowl goes this year. So state of Florida is really getting the game up as far as major events, and they're going to have a couple games here for the World Cup in 2026. I believe we already got the U.S. bid for the Olympics, so which would be good. That's in Los Angeles in 2028. So big ups to America getting stuff like that. I think this next coming decade is going to be huge for sports, especially for the younger generation, especially the millennials. This will be the first time this decade is really going to be for you guys as far as what the technology is going to be, all the apps. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. I've been on the stream with Blackfest, IKK, and Mr. Who? I didn't see that other one. Hold on. Mr. Kyle Busch 1. I don't know about KB. I never had him, but yeah, Kyle Busch. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having him either. King Kyle Busch would be another good one. He's starting to be on the come up as far as that. Oh, the real Ladman, I think that's his name. That's another one I wouldn't mind doing an interview with him. I see some of his videos. He would be cool as heck to talk to. He would be cool as heck to hang out with. So like I said, if you guys can suggest a race. Now, like I said, I have a couple legal obligations I got to deal down here this year, so it's going to be kind of hard on my schedule. I will have to do races in the day, like a 1 or 2 o'clock Eastern time start, and try to get it all done in one day, you know, especially if I'm going to be doing a weekend trip and then get back to the hotel with a reasonable enough time to fly out the next day. So the goal is trying to do it one during the summertime. I know the summer schedule kind of sucks a little bit. I would like to do the night race at Bristol, but it's going to be really... Jake, he changed his name to the league. Oh, yeah, because the copyright name was Kyle Busch. Yeah, I understand why. But other than maybe Bristol, which is still maybe a possibility where I can work around 1 or 2 legal obligations I'm dealing with right now during that time frame. But outside of Bristol night race, and there's a race that starts, I guess you could say from Chicagoland, maybe up into Richmond, maybe early September, because I'm trying to save money because I got to do a second trip to New York, probably like early October. If I'm going to move, that's going to really be the business trip because I got to see if I can afford to live that part of New York I want to move to. If I'm going to like the neighborhood, you have an hour and a half. I think the race starts at like 6:37, ends like 10 at night. I think it's Tennessee's Eastern time. So I believe I could pull it off. Maybe if we can get out there and try to be back to my hotel by 12 o'clock in the morning. I can make it work, but it's going to be a little interesting. I think when's that Bristol race? Like early August usually, like early to mid August. So yeah, I'll look into it. I'm not saying I won't do it, but I have to look into it just because, like I said, I gotta. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna just drop the phone for 1 second. Hold on. Not literally, but give me a second. Around the 18th. Okay, now because I have an overnight schedule for. I got a weekend thing in September. It's gonna be scheduled this year for a that I did last year. Hold on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I had a milk dud. Milk duds. So my third favorite candy outside of Raisin Nets and Skittles. I mean, I like M&M's too, but I'm a big Raisin Net fan. Don't ask me why, I just am. And I'm trying to find my highlight for the week so we can enjoy that. No, I don't want to watch this. Um. So yeah, so that might be a possibility. I have to look at some options. Like I said, it's gonna depend on the schedule. I mean, honestly, I can't pull it off. Like I said, it's gonna be logistically, it's gonna be interesting because right now I don't have a driver's license, so I would have to stay in a hotel that is reasonably close to the track. You know, you say reasonably. I'm not saying I have to literally have to walk to the track, but somewhere I can get a not too much of a far like an Uber or Lyft drive to the track. So that's one of the things. Now, if my license gets back by then, I'm working on getting my license back. Then it'll be more possible I can rent a car and just go there. But for right now, it's just harder because I have to do some things to make sure I can make it work. So that's what I'm saying. If anybody's a UCF fan, I'm in Orlando. They lost today to LSU, so the 24-game winning streak is over. So just in case anybody's a UCF, University of Central Florida fan, like underdogs. I still can't find the highlight I want to use. I'm trying to do a shorter one because this episode's gonna be a little shorter than normal. So I'm trying to find one. I don't find one to win. I could. Do you watch the UGF? Who the heck is that? I don't know who that is. You might have to educate me and tell me who that is. So. Oh no. iRacing. I heard somebody mention iRacing, but I don't have the money for like steering wheels and stuff like that right now. I mean, that could come, but that's down the line. You really need good money for that. College football. Oh, yeah, I watch college football. I just haven't really got a chance to watch a lot of it lately. But excuse me, my nose is itching a little bit, so you got to bear with me. College football team. No, I haven't seen it, to be honest with you, but you never know. Let me see. They're not real. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, that would have been cool. I needed a good laugh today anyway. So yeah, hold on. If I don't see something I like in a minute for sports, I'm gonna go a little different route this week. I think you may like it. It's mostly just, mostly like I said, most of the time Stewy reports will be like a racing theme, but once in a blue moon we might do something outside racing for highlights, just to mix it up a little bit. Just to have a little fun with it. Like now I have my Roku stick box, or whatever you want to call it, stick box, whatever you want to call it. So it can be interesting sometimes trying to find highlights on it, especially I'm trying to do something for you guys just to have a good time with. So I'm gonna ask you guys. Not if I get a PS4, or Xbox. That'd be one of the things you can tell me which one I should get. Should I get an Xbox One or a PS4? But more importantly, what video game should I buy first? Should I get a racing game off the bat? Should I get an EA Sports game? Oh, you talking about Xbox. I gotta vote for Xbox. If so, which game do you want me to get? Because like I said, it's gonna all depend on Heat 4. Okay. Greatest paper. Flyers. All right. I think I found one that's gonna be decent amount of time. And we're gonna have a little fun with this. This is gonna be for our highlight of the week. It's an 8-minute film, and we'll have a few minutes left for Q&A afterwards. This is gonna be from King Kyle Busch, the new guy. Oh, you understand why? Oh, okay, I understand. Okay. This is NASCAR First Track Crashes Part 3 from King Kyle Busch, the Jarrett, whatever his name is. We're gonna guess what track these are on. So I'll tell you the first one's Pocono. I don't know what year though. But let's have fun.
Even entering here in 3, you've got to be on the bottom part of the racetrack if you want to be successful.
Y'all can see that?
The key when you go through turn 3 because such a long straightaway as Kansas sideways in front of the field and piling up behind him.
Man, Jarrett got by with that, I believe. He never touched anything, but Eric Almirola with major damage on the front of his car.
37 also involved, Chris Buescher, where he got his first career win.
Go down into turn 3. See Matt Kenseth on the inside of Jimmy Johnson, and we keep seeing this over and over and over. We saw it last week in Indianapolis. The car on the outside of Matt Kenseth just pulls him around. No air on the car. This low downforce package makes these cars very difficult to drive.
Remember, this is first slack crashes.
Side by side for second spot up high. Trouble.
Oh, it's old Phoenix.
As the 18 car has had contact, there is of Eric Almirola and Shane Huffman, who led laps here last November in the Busch Series event, also has significant damage, as does the 33 car. That is Tony Raines.
Early on, you're just looking for some kind of...
Yeah, well, I try to use people's YouTube channel videos. All right, so yeah, thank you for keeping that in mind. That is something we're gonna have to keep in mind when it's...
Are green at Phoenix International Race. And already damaged. Check it out. John West Townley and others. Ramon Corona among those that got damaged before we even got the green flag. And already caution on the track.
Yeah, I don't want no issues.
That's a huge mistake. The front straightaway is really flat here at Phoenix. You can't...
Alright, so hold on. I'm just gonna... Hold on. Yeah, I don't want that to be an issue, because, that is a very valid point. And as much as I like showing highlights and showing certain things, I do respect you for bringing that up with light strike, and that's something I don't want because that's 3 months I can't do live streaming. I think you still could do videos during the strike, but I don't think you could do live streaming. I think you still could put stuff up there, but not like live stream if I remember the strike correctly. So I think I could be wrong. But guys like IDK might. Oh, okay. Yeah, so me and IDK actually get along. I donate some money to him, but I will talk to him about it in a chat one day or on Twitter before I decide to use one of his videos as part of the highlight package. We'll ask him if it's okay ahead of time. So, but again, thank you for that. I will keep that in consideration as things get a little bit closer to the end, but thank you. So at this time, I'm gonna open this up quickly to some Q&A for a few minutes. That's question and answer. I'm also want to put something on David Land, like him playing a couple minutes of a video game. I'm gonna ask him too for permission to do that as well. So, if you guys have any questions, we got about 5 minutes left of this first episode of the year. This is gonna be pretty quick because, like I said, it's the holidays and I gotta get ready to go back to work tomorrow. So my little vacation is over as of right now. So I had a little mini holiday vacation, but I gotta. Oh, he was arrogant. I understand that. When you start getting to a level of followers like he did, I know some of them got him really quick. I understand there's arrogance, but at the same time, though, you still have to have a little sense of humbleness because, just because you got to on a come up really fast doesn't necessarily mean. I'm not saying he's a prick or nothing. So I don't know the guy personally. He seems like an okay guy. I talked to him once or twice on tweets. I haven't really had a conversation with him yet, but even when you're coming up, you can't be a nitwit or you can't be an asshole about it. You gotta be humble. Whereas as quickly as you can get a lot of followers, you can lose it like that. I'm not saying how many thousand subscribers will unsubscribe, but you won't have as much people watching as you used to. Oh, we got 3 people now. We got 2 likes. Hopefully that third person will hit the like button so we keep the numbers even. Yeah, and I begged for subs, and I haven't done donations yet because I do have a Patreon page and a GoFundMe account. If you haven't seen it already, please check out the description and please donate something, even if it's just $1, especially the ministry part. I don't mind the Patreon. It's $5 a month. That's what made for some of y'all. I don't know how old y'all. $5 a month, maybe at your age, maybe a little hard. But if you want to donate at least $5 to the ministry, my new link's in the description on the GoFundMe account. I put it under my network name. I'm not like begging, but if he begged, okay, that's different. But I really want this because, I really want to do these. I want to make a difference in people's lives. That's why I'm trying to raise the $7,500 for the ministry work. Yes, I have some stamps and envelopes. I do prison writing. I like people in prison, to encourage them. One of the people who is getting out this year want me to go visit them at some point this year for a weekend, help them get back into society, let them know, help them encourage them, at least to feel like there's somebody's backing them up. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do the ministry is to do stuff like that. Doesn't even necessarily mean don't mind being a preacher at a church, doing pulpit preaching, but I think I'm more called to serve, I think I'm more of a servant, helping people out, being there, being more of an encouragement to them. If you guys, like I said, the page on the ministry, GoFundMe account is in the description below. So if you guys want to help, even just $5 will help little by little. We're trying to raise $7,500. I'm hoping to get that by June 1st, which is 5 months from now. So I know that sounds a little not ambitious. I mean, that's $1,500 a month. That don't sound like a lot, but it is in the scope that I have to convert the money, and then I have to make sure I could do some of the stuff I could do, the things I need to do with it, in the last 6 months of that year. So 6-7 months of it. So if y'all can help me out, I'll be like, oh, please. No, I'm not going to beg. I mean, I ain't too proud to beg like the Temptations. But like TLC, I ain't too proud to beg, but I'll just ask you nicely and humbly if you could even donate hashtag Rasheem 2020. Wait, I'm running for president? I guess I could say I'm the happy to be nappy political party. Yes, make America happy again, one person at a time. Make America happy again. Oh no, he didn't. But anyway, so that's what I want to do. So y'all, like I said, if y'all want to just chip in $5, I would appreciate it. Whatever tugs your heart, whatever you want to donate, please do, because it would really help. And like I said, the more you, and even on the Patreon side, like I said, that's all for YouTube stuff. To get the equipment, I need to do more YouTube content this year, because I'm gonna pump out more stuff anyway. But if I have better equipment other than just using this $40 version of a Cricket wireless cell phone, it would help. Oh, we got 5 people. Jeez, I'm about to exit this in about 5 minutes, and we got 5 people. Oh, that's good. That's a better turnout for a first episode for the year. I'll take that. If we can average about this much a week, I think it'll be good. If you haven't already subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. I got 64. I want to try to get to 100. I want to try to get to 100 by the end of the month. That's 64. I'll just say 65 because I think someone said they're going to subscribe today. Oh, hi, Kathy. How you doing? Nice to have you on board tonight. Like I said, I got about 65. I know someone said they're supposed to subscribe. They're not going to be on tonight, but they probably going to subscribe. I'm going to count them. I have 65 subscribers right now. Well, when they subscribe. In that Madden 19 career, as a receiver, it's 10 weeks. I have 57 touchdowns. You dang right, that's good. You think you are Jerry Rice? That's like Jerry Rice mode. But yeah, like I said, please donate to the ministry cause and all the Patreon. Good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Great. Oh, we got 6 people. Wow. I'll tell you what. For you guys who are in this, well, for now down to 5 again. For you guys who are in right now, y'all can ask me a question before we end this. We're going to do like 5-10 minutes of quick Q&A. Ask me anything you want within reason. Don't ask nothing stupid, but just ask any good questions, any Q&A about my life, anything you want about goals for the 2019 year. If you have a question about anything about life, I'll answer to the best of my ability. Randy most touchdowns in the season 23. Yeah, that's receiving. But remember, with Daniel Thompson, had 31 touchdowns overall. That's the NFL record. 31 touchdowns in this season. I think he did that 10, 15 years ago. Maybe no more than 15 to 20 years ago that record was made. So that's good you remember Randy Moss. That dude was a bad boy. So yeah, I'm going to do a couple minutes of Q&A, so if y'all have any questions, please let me know. I'll ask you guys a question while y'all thinking of one. Let's not use the word resolution, because you and I both know, y'all old enough to understand. If we use the word resolution, you already know that will be broken in about a week or two. So I'm going to ask you this. What is your number one, what is your biggest goal for 2019? Is it to lose some weight? Is it to make some more money? Is it to move? Is it if you're still in school to get better grades? If you're in a relationship, if you're want to go from single to dating, if you're dating, you want to go from dating to being engaged. If you're engaged, you want to finally at least put a date on it this year or get married or whatever the case is. What's your biggest goal this year? I mean, outside of spiritual. I mean, if everybody has had beliefs in some type of spirit, whatever your belief system is, you want to get closer to your higher being or whatever. That's one thing. That should be the number one goal. But as far as outside of spirituality, what's your next biggest goal for your life this year? Mine is to prepare to move to another part of the country and, do some big things in that part of the country. I mean, being in Orlando now a little over 3 years has been great, but I think it's about time I need to change scenery. It's like being a free agent in sports. You've done well with the city for a while, but I think now it's time for a change of environment. Which is, I think sometimes you change the environment, sometimes you go to a new setting. Yeah, it takes a little while to get used to people, get, great new relationships. Or going back to an old neighborhood you haven't been to years. But you know what? I think going back to an old neighborhood's good. And I think that could be something you guys maybe might want to look into. But again, that's my question for y'all for the oh yeah, good question. I just saw in the chat. If I'm going to be doing another Stewy report. Yes, I will be doing another Stewy report this coming Saturday. It will be back at 8 p.m. And if you guys didn't see the video about my son, the goals for this year, right now the plan for the Stewy report is to still do it every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, until Yes, until just before I'll do it the day before the Super Bowl. Of course, I'm gonna do a reaction video to the right after the game's over. So probably it's that same night I'll probably do a reaction, or maybe no more the next morning I'll do a reaction to the Super Bowl. And then after the Super Bowl's over, the Stewy reports as of right now will be moved to Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, unless the weekly podcast show becomes on Thursday. Then I might move it to either a Wednesday or a Friday, same time, but just one of those 2 days instead. No, I can't do Wednesday because I'll be going back to midweek services starting next week. So not this week, but next week I'll be starting to go to midweek service again at 9 o'clock. They're not doing it this tomorrow because it's still considered January 2nd. New Year's. Oh, and by the way, within a couple hours from now, this will be the 7th year anniversary since my mom passed away from lung cancer. So if anybody believes in God, y'all, please keep me in prayer tomorrow because it's going to be a little bit of a hard day. I'm hoping I'm working tomorrow so I don't have to be thinking about it all day. But I miss my mom so much. She's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because she always knew that I could do this. She always encourages me. Oh yeah, she was a great cook too. That didn't hurt either, but she was just such a praying, godly woman, and I truly miss her more and more. I know it's a little easier because it's 7 years, but it's still hard because it especially was arguably your biggest cheerleader, your biggest support system. And I don't mean financially, but more like an emotional, spiritual sense. When you lose that, it's hard. So if anybody has lost close family members, friends, recently, you have my sip because I know exactly what you're going through. It's hard, but you just do their best to honor their legacy and honor their memories of you, okay? That's my best advice for you. So I don't see really no questions at this time other than the Rams going to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to give you my thoughts about that on the Stewy Report this weekend. I know it's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern, so that first playoff game, that first wild card game will be over with. So we'll talk a little bit about that this coming weekend. If there's any racing news, I've been hearing rumors that the Daniel Suarez going to Car 41 news. It will finally be official this week. Hopefully, I heard the rumors. It's going to be true about that. And yes, it's been, I'm not saying confirmed, but there's a good chance that Jamie McMurray will be racing the Daytona 500 in a special 40 car, a 30 Chip Ganassi car. Most likely, that's going to end up happening. No details on sponsorship yet, but we'll see what happens. And then David Land said he's going to be doing a few go-kart races and maybe one late model stock car race later on this year. So maybe he'll do something with fenders and doors. That'll be nice. So y'all cheer for David Land. He's a big-time YouTuber. He's also into racing, and he's trying to do racing on a part-time basis. Hoping in the next 5 to 10 years he'll be hoping an up-and-coming racing star. So that will be good. And one other thing I want to comment real fast. I saw a lot of y'all, not seeing you guys who are on the Stewy Reports now, but in general on the thank you. Sorry, I'm dealing with allergies too. This time of year, change of temperature sometimes, going from cold back to a little warm, it messes up my sinuses and stuff, so I do apologize. That's why you see me itching my nose a lot, because I'm dealing with sinuses as we speak, so I gotta take a pill for that before I go to bed. But anyway, I've seen a lot of these, the top 10 YouTubers of 2018, and a lot of them was from the podcast, which I understand. I thought that was very nice, y'all, to recognize talent. But a lot of them did pick IDK player. I saw a lot of Iceberg, a lot of David Lands. And then also recently they said, okay, if you have your dream NASCAR or racing, television show, like if we do a race at Daytona next year, who would you want in the booth? Who would you like to have in the pit reporters? Who would be the Hollywood Hotel? Who would be like pre-race and post-race, like Race Hub and stuff like that? There's a lot of good, like I said, most of the NASCAR podcasts, a lot of the big-time YouTubers got the votes. But there was a few like small YouTubers got a vote here and a vote there, and I thought it was good. It's good to see some of the underdogs also get a vote here and there. So let's really support each other. Let's do a lot of collaboration. That's one of my other goals for this channel this year. That's why I said I don't mind doing an interview with you guys. If you guys don't mind being interviewed, but I mean, once I get better equipment and I can learn how to do that and know how to edit properly, because I want to make good content. I want to make it fun. I want to make it enjoyable. But I want you guys to enjoy it too. So I want you guys, when I do the interview, so y'all gonna get a copy of it. I'll make sure, as long as you give me like an email address or somewhere I can post it. You know, you can get a copy of it so you can post it on your channel as well. Get double exposure. That's what I want. The more you get exposed to these type of things, maybe you can help each other grow, each other's subscribers and whatever. Well, with that, I'm gonna end the show. I'm gonna end the Stewy reports right here right now because I don't see no questions, and we're down to one person, and I don't want to feel like I'm talking myself to camera too much. This went a little bit longer than planned, but I don't mind. So I'm gonna use my somewhat new outro with a little mix of old school outro, which is and anything you do it in love. 1 Corinthians 16:14. I'll see you guys this Saturday night for the Stewy Reports. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. We're going to try to push for an hour. We're going to try to push for 1 hour this week. Minimum 45 minutes. We're going to try to push up to an hour. And I'm going to try to be a little careful with the highlights from here on there. So, yes, I don't want to get copyright strikes. So, we'll see how that goes from here on in. And I have a highlight I have in mind. But I want to ask the guy first before I play it. So, a little bits and pieces of it from that highlight. So I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to ask for permission to do it. And if he don't mind, then I'll just say who it's from, and then he gave me permission. But anyway, again, I'll see you guys this coming Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for Stewy Reports. I love you guys. God bless America. God bless the troops. Until then, peace and good night. This is ReverendRasheemStewart signing off. Bye.